Hello, today I will show you how to install Node-RED as an add-on in Home Assistant and then how to import a flowchart into the Node-RED. So let's switch to the browser and here we go. First of all, go to settings, go to add-ons and then add-on store and look for Node-RED, and here we go, we have a Node-RED. Click it, click install, and in the meantime when it is installing I will tell you something more. So first of all, what this add-on is doing, it will be connecting through the MQTT broker. So I will show you which one: settings, add-ons, and this Mosquito broker. And thanks to this, it will be able to send the information directly to the Ulanzi TC001 device. Let's go back to the Node-RED. So settings, add-ons, and here we go. You can see Node-RED is grayed out, but it's not started. Fine, then we need to select this, this, and this. After that, go to configuration, scroll down a little bit, show unused variables, optional configuration options here, and scroll up, provide credential secret. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to generate some kind of secret that is needed to encrypt and decrypt the data. And if you will be installing Node-RED on a separate machine, separate node, all the time the secret is needed because it is needed for the data, and thanks to this you will protect the data. And okay, so we will create some kind of secret and we'll paste it here. Now we need, of course, our MQTT user, so provide username and then exactly the password for this MQTT user, and then disable the SSL just because we don't want to use certificates and we will be using only the Node-RED inside the Home Assistant locally in our local area network. Fine, everything is set as it is. Click on the blue save and whoa, okay, so I need to check the level of log, so I will select debug because I want to have all the information saved, just because debug level shows you very detailed information what is going on. And okay, now go back to the info and here we go, you have to start the Node-RED and after that you will be able to use it. So we need to wait a little bit for this, and in the meantime I will tell you more about this, what we are going to do. So first of all, go to your AWTrix Lite web panel and here you need to click flows, and after that you have main section here and you have a categories like automations, blueprints, N8 and Node-RED and Blockly. Let's click the Node-RED. Here we go. Now we will type YouTube because we want to configure some kind of flowchart that will be displaying YouTube visitors and subscribers on our website. For example, we need to display, I don't know, maybe views. And this is it. We have two flowcharts, number 1 and number 2, from Blue Forcer and from Tony Chang. Let's open them in new tabs. Here we go. I will close this. And now it's good to explain one simple thing. We have an option, copy flow to clipboard, or eventually you can select the flow tab and scroll up and scroll down and and review this. And well, yeah, Control A selects all of it and you can Control C to copy the code, or eventually you can click copy flow to clipboard. Let's do it. We can copy it. Of course, we can download the flow and then we can extract it and we can import it. But it is much more convenient to just import the JSON code like it is, not by uploading the JSON file. However, it is also possible. So let's go into Home Assistant. Here we go. Check the log. Log says that it is fine. Okay, you can go to info and you have an option on the sidebar. You have a Node-RED, or here open web UI. I will click this one, Node-RED on the sidebar. Okay, Node-RED is installing and opening, and well, okay, there is some kind of warning because I had a flow previously configured. Okay, we have a flow number 1. So let's import it. Hamburger menu, the 3 horizontal lines, and then import. And here you can see you have an option, select a file to import. So you can download the extract it and then just upload the JSON file directly into it, or you can just paste the code and then click import. Here we go, import the copy. Okay, so here it is. Now we need to understand a few things. First of all, we have an inject. So always in inject, you have something like interval. So it tells you how often the data should be copied from the internet and how often it should get it. And okay, then we can compare it to some kind of refresh. So how often our data on the Ulanzi TC001 will be refreshed, and in this case we can see that every 10 minutes. Fine. Okay, click done. Then data. The data is something that tells you which ID, channel ID from YouTube in this second example, you need to use, and what kind of API key you need to use to get the data from your channel. So let's do it. YouTube, here we go. And I will click my icon in the top right corner and view your channel. Here we go. We have something like this, and in the URL we have the ID of the channel. Copy it, go back to the Node-RED, and here we go. We can paste the ID. ID is done. So now we need the key, API key. So Google Developer Console, click it, and of course you need to have a Google account. But it's natural, if you are using YouTube channel, you have a Google account. Okay, I will create a test project just because I want to show you everything from the scratch. So create the project and call it, for example, Ulanzi just dash test. Why not? Click create. Here we go. It's creating, and you can see the circle is rotating, so it is working in the background. Nice. So we need to wait a little bit, and here we go. Select the project, and well, it is selected. Nice. So go to API, and you can see we have something like library. So select it and click it. Here we go. Now you can scroll down a little bit and choose YouTube Data API version 3. Why? Well, I will tell you in a moment. So enable it, and I will go back to Node-RED. Here, if I will click done, for example, and then I will go to HTTP request, you can see we are using Google APIs.com YouTube version 3. So that is why we are using version 3. Go back to data. We need to have our key. So let's go back to our service details. And you can see YouTube data is enabled now. So we need credentials. Click on credentials, then just go to create credentials and API key. Nice. Creating API key. Lovely. So I need to wait a little bit and it will be done for me. 1, 2, 3, and it's gone. Close. Then click on the API key name and change the name to the one that you want to use. In my case, it will be just Ulanzi just dash test, just like that. And then restrict the key, and you can see if you will select it, you don't see anything here. So we can try to type YouTube eventually. That is interesting. Don't restrict the key. Select APIs. No items to display. I don't know why it doesn't work, but okay, save it. Just because you need to. Okay, Ulanzi test. Fine. Go back here. And the key is unrestricted, so restrict the key and check from the drop down list. Now you have something like a lot of APIs, and you need to scroll down to the bottom and choose YouTube Data API version 3. Select OK, click save. Now it's saved and it is green. Lovely. So this is the end with the key. So click show the key, copy the key, go back to the Node-RED and paste the key here. So we will delete it and paste it like that. Done. Okay, HTTP request, you do not touch it. Leave it as it is. Go to parser, and here we go. We have something like payload. This is a part that I was explaining previously, and I was creating a simple payload and I was sending data to the Ulanzi device, to the screen. Okay, so we can use a text and we can use an icon YouTube. So go back to the flow. And here you have something like download assets, because if you will try to upload asset to AW3 Lite, and I will try to do this, just give me a moment, copy the URL, go back here and paste the URL like this, but instead just paste the IP address, upload. As you can see, due to browser restrictions, AWS Flow is not allowed to upload to a local IP address by default. Close it. Then what you need to do, and you need to just download the asset and then go back to AWS Lite, and if you want to, you can upload the files and it will open the file manager. And now we need to go to icons, and then it is empty. So you need to upload the YouTube icon that you already downloaded. So what I did, I downloaded it, extracted it, and now I will upload it. So choose the file, open it, and just like that. And remember about this. So we have a lowercase and uppercase. So slash uppercase icons and slash and lowercase name of the icon, right? Upload it. Here we go. It's uploaded. You can use another icon in the same way. So you can do exactly the same what I did. Fine. So the icon is uploaded and we will go back to Node-RED. And you can see we are using icons here from YouTube, and it will be a static one, and I will show you how to change it to another one. So let's find out how to do it. And if I don't want to use a static icon that is delivered with the flowchart, and I want to replace it, so I can go to icons section, and here you need to find out how to put the ID into this field. So go back to Lametric Web, and in this field we will look for YouTube. So YouTube, and here we go. We have an icon here. And what about this one, for example? It's blinking one. Okay, I will use it. Copy the ID and go back to the AWS Lite. So I will put this, preview it. You can see it's blinking. Download it. Okay, close. Save the configuration. Close. Go to File Manager and refresh it, just like that. And then hit the icons, and here we go. We have our icon here. Nice. So what we can do? We can go back here, copy the ID, go back to Node-RED, and then instead of YouTube, just paste your ID here. Here we go. Done. Save it. Okay. And the last step, AWS custom YouTube. And now here we go. What we need to do. We have MQTT HA broker already pre-configured. However, sometimes it is needed that you need to configure it. And by the way, it is good to check it. So click the pencil and then it will open. Localhost is fine, and it should be just like that because the Node-RED is working locally as an add-on on Home Assistant. So by the way, localhost is the local IP address of the Home Assistant. So that's it. Of course, you can use the IP address of the Home Assistant and you can change it. But remember that it should be a server of the MQTT broker. So where the MQTT broker is installed, and this is connecting on a port 1883, and that's fine. Use clean session, connect automatically, do not use TLS. Here we go. Go to security, and of course you need to have a MQTT user here. So we will copy and paste MQTT user and the password. Here we go. Update, and now it is okay. And what about one simple thing? Click the pencil and go to messages, and here we have something like this, AWS topic. Where it comes from? Well, if you will go to AWS web panel and we will click on MQTT tab, here we have a prefix. So copy it just like that and paste it here. But this is not enough. Update, and then do not click done yet, but instead of this, delete this AWS and put your own, right? Just like that. Without this, it will not work. Okay, done. Then we can click finally deploy. But before, I will click this bug icon here to see what is going on in the debug log window. So click deploy, and now it is connected. Everything should work fine. And I will check, is it displaying on my Ulanzi device? And it is displaying. And I will show you how it is displaying this on my Ulanzi device. So go to camera, and here we go. This is it exactly. 283 subscribers are subscribed to my YouTube channel. Lovely. So we will go back, and now we will use something else I'm going to show you. So click here, and I want to rename it to something more friendly. So click name twice, and I want to replace it to something like YT Flow, and why not, and by someone who made it. So in this case, by blue forcer. So I will copy it and go back here and put it here, done, and deploy, and just like that, it's done. Then I want to create a new one. So click the plus and it will show you a clean page. Now we can create another flow. So go back to this and close it, and instead use the second flow that you can just pick up just like that. Flow, Control A, C, or copy flow to clipboard, go back here, hamburger menu, import, here we go, paste, import, here we go, and just like that. Lovely. So I will focus on data, and here we go. I need a ID and a key. So here we go. Go to YouTube, of course, copy, and go back here and change this ID. And I don't know what this ID is doing here. It is just like that. Okay, and then here we go. We need to delete this, and instead of this we need to paste our key. So go to credentials, here we go, close, and one more time, show the key, copy the key, close, and here we go, paste the key here, done, just like that. YouTube API, here you leave it as it is, done, and go to parser, and here we go. We have two sections. We have subscriber count and view count. So you can use a color, and for example I will change it. So because I know the colors, so FF0000 will be the red one instead of the green one that was previously set. Okay, nice. And I would like to decrease or increase the time, so I will increase it to 15 seconds. Nice. And now I want to change the icon, but to something else. I want to use another icon. I don't want this that is blinking, but something else that is, I don't know, maybe this one. Okay, click it, and no, or maybe this one. Just select it, copy the ID, go to AW3 Lite, here we go. Go to icons, paste it, preview, download, here we go, finish, icon save configuration, nice. And go back to Node-RED, and here we go. We can replace this YouTube with this ID. Of course, each section can have a totally different icon. It depends on you, what you will use here. Done. And the last section, AW3 Lite custom. And here we go. We have something like IP address. So what we need to do, we need to copy this, because this flow, it is not connecting directly to the MQTT broker, but instead it is connecting directly to the Ulanzi device through this, using the post method. And here you need to use authentication, because what you did, you protected the GUI panel, and in out section we need to copy the username and the password. So just like that, here we go, and we will do this. And one more simple thing, click done and deploy, and check is it working now. Okay, successfully deployed, and you can see the message here, and it says that it is fine. And we will check our device and is it working correctly. So one more try, and here we go. I have a device, and I will click. This is the first one with blinking icon. This is the second one with the bigger icon, and the last thing is numbers of views of all the movies that I uploaded to my YouTube channel. So thanks this you can see how many views I have. Okay, nice. So this is working. Let's try something else. And okay, go to CLI, and I will of course rename it to something like YT Flow by, and I will copy the name from here, Tony Cheng. Here we go, just like that. And well, then done and deploy. Okay, it's working. So we want to use something else, and we will go to our flows and click on this icon to show all the flows, and then Node-RED, and we want to have something like, for example, year progress. So click it here and download the assets, because the asset is an icon 2023. So download the assets and then go back to the flow, and here we go, copy to flow to clipboard, go to row, Node-RED, and now you need to open the new flow, import it, 1 2 3, here we go, and it's important, import the copy, here we go, calculation, leave it as it is, and go here, and instead of this AW tricks, what you need to do, of course, go to MQTT, copy the prefix, go back to Node-RED, and then click it here and paste it just like that. And what more, check this also additionally, is it working as expected, and everything is set as should be, because it was set previously. Lovely. Click done and just deploy it and wait for the successfully deployed. Nice. And we will check is it displaying on the Ulanzi device, and it should be working. But one thing is missing. What we missed the icon. So go to AW-Tricks, open the file manager, and here we need to upload our file. So choose the file and go to downloads, and for example we have something like this and year 2023, and lovely, upload it. Here we go, it remembers now the slash icons. Lovely, we have this icon here, and now what we can do, go to icons and just save the configuration just like that, close it, and one more time just click this small square. Okay, and now it should display correctly on our device, and I will show you how it is working. So you can view it exactly this way, and this is it, 93% to the end of this year. So 93% passed, and there is only 7% left to the end of this year. So it is working. Let's try something else, and because this is the counter, so I will go back to the CLI, and here we go, and you can click year progress and by Blue Forcer, why not? Okay, rename it by Blue Forcer, just like that. Done and deploy, and okay, it's done, and we need to create something else, for example an animation. So go back to AW-Tricks floats, and let's go back here, and let's say, do we have any animation, random effect animation? Excellent. So what we can do, just copy the flow to clipboard, and then go back to Node-RED and paste this here. So import it just like that. Here we go, and it's done. And now it is very important thing. So here you have a timer defined, and here we have effect, but you need to click this, and you have something like random effect, and you can see a lot of effects here. So every 5 minutes it is picking up a random effect, and it is displaying it on our device. And now you need to copy it, and here we go. You can see it is working like the flow that is sending directly the data to the device. So copy the URL, go back here and just paste it here just like that, and lovely. Do not forget about the slash, and that's it. No, use authentication of course, and basic authentication. So one more time, out, copy the password, copy the username, and it should work. Well, it will not, because we have to do the same exactly in a separate place. So click done, and then click here on this AW-Tricks effect, and here we go, we have exactly the same situation. So copy the URL one more time, 1 2 3, here we go, and it is done. And use authentication of course, and then copy the username and paste it here, and then password and paste it here, and then click done, and that's it. Not now, and deploy it, and here we go, successfully deployed. Everything is just very easy, and sometimes it is not working the first time, so it's good to click it. I can see something that there is a problem. Okay, so let's check this. Basic authentication, slashes are correct, content type, name, this is it, everything as should be, but just check everything step by step. And okay, done. And what about this? And okay, and that is okay. Clear all of it and deploy it once again, and now it should work, and you should see something like animation on the screen. So I will show you the animation, just give me a second, and here we go. I will just do this like that, and you can see there is an animation on this device. Nice, so it is working. So thanks to this we can achieve our goal, and we have nice animation, so we can rename it, and here we go. Just go to command line and sorry, random effects animation. So I will just click this, or eventually I can even copy this, and we'll try to rename it just like that, and it should be working like a charm. And now it is working. I'm going to check it, and I should see a different effect in a 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes it is changing. Of course, you can speed up it, and you can change it to interval to, for example, I don't know, every 1 minute. Okay, done, and deploy. So now it should work, and after a minute it should change the animation, and even you can change it to every second. So here we go, and change it to seconds, just like that, and every 5 seconds. Why not? Done and deploy. Here we go, and I will show you that now the animation should be different, and something like this, and camera, and here we go, we have a different, and here we go, ping pong, and okay, the effect, I will go back to this. Now we have a snake like this, and voila, it is working like a charm. So we have random effects every 5 seconds. So now you can see it is working. Excellent. So this is something that I wanted to show you, that we can use different flows. We can use flows that I already made by someone else. We don't have to wait my time or your time. We don't have to waste it. We don't have to create everything from the scratch. We don't have to do anything like this. And well, you're importing files into this. You're doing it as expected, and it is working. Just you need to change some values, and that's it. So thank you very much. Have a nice day or night. Take care.